The 12th of November 2019, it's going to bring a change. It's going to bring a very significant change when it comes to you, my gorgeous Taurus, when it comes to you, when it comes to the certain challenge, when it comes to the new option that is going to happen, when it comes to the new direction, which is just going to start unfolding at the same time. It is the change that you will be able to feel with such a difference. And when I say that it's the change that you are going to be able to feel with such a difference, is because purely the 12th of November 2019, it is going to be very specific day for you, not only because this is when the new stage is going to start happening for you, but it's also when it comes to the certain karma, certain karmic stage is slowly coming to an end. And this karmic stage that is slowly coming to an end on the 12th of November 2019 is very much so connected to the very difficult and very like a heavy period in your life, very heavy stage in your life that was affected, that did affect you in such a way where emotionally you had to go through quite a lot of things. Emotionally you went through lots of things, and emotionally it hasn't been easy. This normally happens when we go through something negative, when we go through something difficult, when we go through something really emotional. It's like it normally happens maybe if we lose someone, or if we are struggling with a certain feelings towards someone. But it's normally kind of like this manifestation starts, and this karmic energy kind of start rising and becomes like quite obvious, you know, at a difficult stage in our lives. What my point is that this is such an important moment in time, because for every single single gorgeous Taurini, every single gorgeous Taurus out there, this has been a quite difficult stage in the difficult period. In other words, every single Taurus out there had to go karmically through difficult and rather heavy stage in your lives. Now, this is very important because you know what they say, my gorgeous babies. It's just like after the rain, the sun is going to come, the sun is going to shine. So most certainly, the 12th of November is going to mark quite few different things, and especially when it comes to you, my gorgeous Taurus. Indeed, the bottom line is that karmically this is an important moment in time when your spiritual journey is about to reach a really wonderful and nice level. This is going to have a very positive impact on you, the way you feel, the way you see things, the way you perceive things, you know, the way you connect to things. You know, all these things have been affected. All these things have been like a little bit different in the last few years, within the last few years. So now this is just going to be such a wonderful moment in time, because you're going to be provided at the same time with a wonderful opportunity. And that opportunity is also going to be shining rather brightly. I say shining rather brightly, it's because something that went across your mind, something that you were thinking about, something that you were focusing, you know, and this has been at the back of your mind. This has been a part of your spiritual journey for the past 36 months. This is about to come back. This is about to repeat, and it is going to require your attention. And that's where you're just going to start feeling very much so drawn to the specific stage of your life, and you will want to expand it. It is something that you were thinking about before, something that you wanted to do before, but now it's the right moment, and now it's the right time indeed. So this in itself is going to be an important stage. This in itself is going to be an important moment in time, because on another hand, your vibration is going to be risen, and you're going to start feeling very energetic. You're going to start feeling quite optimistic. And this is purely because you're going through your own rebirth, literally. And you will be able to feel with the amount of energy you're going to have, you're going to feel, you're going to sense. And that on another hand is going to like awake you in so many different ways. And it's about to shake you up and give you lots of energy and power and vavavoom-ish excitement, especially when it comes to you making a certain readjustments and adjustments and a certain edits in your life. This is so good because this is what this powerful vibrational energy is going to do. It's just going to like kind of give you like this new moon stage. You know, when I say it's going to give you the new moon stage, it's just like every single time when we go through the new full moon and the new moon, you know, we do things differently. We connect in a different way. When the actual new moon happens, then it's normally, you know, you get rid of the old in order to make a space for the new. So you go to this wonderful vibration, which is very inspiring indeed, because at the same time it makes you feel good, and at the same time it gives you energy, at the same time it has got a positive impact on you and on people around you, and it's quite wonderful, you know. So now this is going to be like really such a moment in time when you're going to feel like this powerful vibration, and you're going to feel this excess of energy, and this is going to be so beautiful, and this is nothing unusual indeed. You will come up with a very important decision. You see, the 12th of the actual November is going to bring you like a really important decision indeed, and decision that you're going to make, it is just going to be something to do with the final, but really good, really important, very solid, and very, very significant when it comes to you, because it's just so much to do with you waiting for the right moment in time in order to get to the certain stage. This is just all to do with the powerful combination and the mixture of actual energies you are going to have. And you're going to find yourself, instead of being indecisive, like very super indecisive on this day and after that day, this is the moment of your rebirth, and this is the moment of your readjustment, and there is going to be the certain sacrifice that it's going to become evident. The sacrifice that it's going to become evident, you will know that these are going to be the door that you're going to need to go through in order to get where you want to get, in order to do what you want to do, and also in order to have your own readjustment, regeneration, and rebirth. I'm really liking this, because after the 12th of November and right until the end of that month, it is just going to be absolutely remarkable, and there is going to be the wonderful energy that you're gonna feel like around you, about you, you know, like your energy is just gonna change, but you will like it, because you're gonna find yourself on one hand being so much more productive, you know. But it's not only about productivity, it's about reaching to certain stage, certain point when it comes to our karma and our spiritual journey. And now there is going to be an unfoldment of specific events which are also at the same time going to be quite busy and very, very intense period, especially in between the 12th and the end of the month and the end of November. It is going to be intense, but it's going to be very important, because by the end of that month there is going to be something very important that is going to take place, and something is going to be rebuilt at the same time. A certain issue is going to return to your life, but that issue is going to be so nice, because now there is going to be an element of surprise that you are going to have. On one hand you're going to deal with it, but then on another hand there is going to be an option that you will have out of it, and it's going to be absolutely brilliant. On another hand, what else I was going to say is just that this is a highly important time. The whole month is going to be quite important, but right, like as I said, from on the 12th, this is just as you are going and walking literally into a whole new dimension. But this is specifically to do with you, my gorgeous Taurinis. It's an important moment in time, and you will see that the December is going to be like quite like the continuation of this, but there is something so important going to develop and unfold in November, which is literally about to have probably one of the most impacts on your lives in the best possible way indeed. Okay, my name is Sasha Bonasin, and I'm a psychic medium, and this is your monthly horoscope tarot card reading, and it's for you, my gorgeous Taurinis, and it's for November 2019. So it's for you, my gorgeous Taurinis, and it's for November 2019. So, and your number this month, it is a wonderful 13. It is a very strong number, it is a very powerful number, and it's also trying to let you know that there is going to be quite interesting surprise, a bizarre, strange surprise surprise that you're going to have. You're going to come across somebody very different, somebody very unusual, somebody very bizarre this month. And also there is a particular lesson that you're going to learn through this person. There is going to be certain wise information that you are going to get and gain through this person. It is going to help you to kind of make a certain decision. It is going to surprise you a little bit, but there is something that you're going to rediscover about yourself this month that is just going to be very interesting. A new part of yourself that you've kind of lost, it's about to return. And that part of yourself that you've lost and it's about to return, it's just going to be like, oh my Lord, it is going to be a very significant moment in time. And after that point, your dreams are going to become more powerful. Your dreams are going to become more vivid. Your dreams are going to become more strong. Your dreams are going to be your dreams are going to become more significant, but more importantly, or most importantly, you're going to be able to kind of like remember your dreams. And this happens when we reach a certain stage when it comes to us, our spiritual journey, but also when it comes to like to the certain connection with our karma and where we have gotten so far. But it's a very important moment in time to kind of like start feeling connected as well. You're going to find a very strong connection with the meditation this month, very superbly spiritual month, very powerful indeed. There is something very important that you will rediscover about yourself when it comes to the certain spirituality, a new ocean that is going to become evident to you. Very strong connection with the grounding. So it's important to meditate a little bit this month, so like connect yourself, reconnect, connect and things like that. And at the same time, it is just going to help you to kind of expand your views, and it's going to help you with the certain problems and certain difficulties. And especially if you find yourself kind of confused or uncertain about the certain problems and certain subjects, this is going to be an ideal month to actually just go away from the flow and maybe go by the water, meditate a little bit, touch the ground, just simply touch the ground in the forest. It's very good to be around the forest anyway. Hello. But at the same time, it's fantastic just to touch the ground and try to rejuvenate yourself. This is going to be the perfect month for it, because a lot is going to be happening indeed. So the grounding is just going to bring you refreshment, it's going to make you wise, and it's going to be really great at a time of a really speedy movement, for example. What else I was going to say, that is just basically number 13. It's also trying to let you know that you are in for a lovely mysterious surprise, which is going to be so good, which is about to take your life into a certain advancement where you're going to kind of be a little bit lost, because it's an element of the first time, something to be around somewhere for the first time, which just affects us in a different way. We are just in this wondrous mood, wondrous mood, but this is, and we all react like in a different way. But most certainly when it comes to you, there is going to be the certain good news that you're going to good news you're going to receive this month. This is all what this number means, but it's all about the, again, advancement. You're going to have a certain option that you expected, but it's just going to be on a slightly higher level, which is absolutely brilliant, because it's to do with your desires and also certain results of certain effort, something that you have put through and you didn't have enough outcome, you didn't see enough outcome or anything like that. Now this is going to be wonderful, and you're going to have a really nice outcome. Okay, it's not going to happen straight away. There are a couple of things that are going to take place, but most certainly it's going to be the step in the right direction. And also very important month for the promotions, very important month for work, very important month for the career. So if you are looking for work, if you're looking for promotion, if you want to have a little important chat and things like that, this is going to be the ideal month, because the things are going to be happening in your favor, most certainly indeed. Okay. When it comes to your health, my gorgeous Taurinis, when it comes to your health, it is rather important that you make sure that you are still taking organic wheatgrass, which is going to help you with the bloatedness, because I know that this is going to be an issue, and it's going to be just as significant to take it this month as well. Organic wheatgrass, if you can take this every single morning in a little glass of water, a teaspoon, and just drink it, and that is just on an empty stomach, and that's absolutely brilliant when it comes to your feelings of rejuvenation, when it comes to to flush out the toxins, but also with the bloatedness and the things like that. This is going to be a must. Also, when it comes to this this month, it is going to be very important for you to make sure that you top up with the vitamin D. Vitamin D levels are going to be a little bit low, so make sure that you top up with vitamin D levels. Certain food have got vitamin D, for example, but also like if you are able to go in the sun and get it this way, then that's great. But then on another hand, you could always get a supplement, natural supplement with vitamin D in, and this is going to be something quite important for you. And also it's just rather important for you to drink like a carrot juice. Carrot juice is going to be quite important. Organic carrot juice, or if you can take carrots, or if you can eat organic carrots and natural carrots. I say organic because, like, my lord, you know, there's just so much going on of all these things that are making it out to be out there, you know, these fruit and vegetables that, you know, we just need to make sure that we get it like as natural and as organic as possible. It's just really important, basically. So if you can just get organic, like a carrot juice, or like organic carrots, if you could eat, because it's going to help you like with your beta carotene. It's just something that I think that you should also have, and it's also, your eyes are going to be a little bit sensitive, so that's why I'm telling you that this is going to be something that you're gonna kind of like benefit from quite a lot. On another hand, when it comes to like energy levels, you know, not surprisingly, but for this time of the year, November, you know, so your energy levels are going to be like so good and very energetic and very re-energized indeed. And for those of you that have been suffering from long ailments, now you will be able to see the difference this month indeed, and it's going to be quite good. What else I was going to suggest to you is just to make sure to get something like a black tourmaline. Black tourmaline is a very important little crystal, and it's also going to help you like to protect yourself against all sorts of negative energy, and it's going to help you to ground yourself. This is also going to be like a quite spiritual month, very important month when you will be going through certain changes, and this is why black tourmaline just makes sure to protect your energy by keeping you grounded and by protecting you against all sorts of negative energies indeed. If you would like to get this black tourmaline, I suggest you to get it from my website. The link is in the description below, and by buying things from my website, you're also supporting my channel, of course. Okay. And this is just something so significant for you to get. And now basically going on the very first date that it's going to be important for you, my gorgeous Taurinis, is going to be like the actual 2nd of November. 2nd of November, it's going to be a very important day because there is going to be, you know, the realization. This is going to be a little bit weird, a little bit strange, you know, like not weird or strange, but it's going to be the realization that certain path didn't come out as you wanted to be. It didn't unfold. It didn't happen the way you wanted to happen. So now basically it is some kind of discontinuance of effort, the realization that you're going to have. But this is going to be so good. On one hand, it's going to like, make you a little bit murky, you know, oh no. But on another hand, you know, as soon as you do this at the time when the energy is so significant and so strong and so specific, my gorgeous Taurinis, as soon as you do this, my gorgeous Bambinis and Bambinas, it's such an important moment in time because you just will get a control over situation. And this is going to happen when the new door opens for you immediately, automatically. Absolutely fantastic indeed, because at the same time you will have a control over a situation, strength, courage, you know, and power, confidence and accomplishment. It's just going to kind of like for the stage in your life when you thought like going to failure or something. No baby, no, it's an accomplishment, and that's how you look at the things, that's how you reflect on things, and this gets back to you in such a wonderful and vibrational way indeed. And it also kind of make you realize certain things about yourself, and that helps you to make a strong connection with your future. It is something that's going to come to you, and there is some kind of learning, wanting to learn something, wanting to expand, some kind of learning experience is also going to gain from this. But most certainly this is all going to be very much so to do with you, what you want to do, what you enjoy doing, what you like doing, what you feel like you have like some kind of space, room to kind of learn more. It is going to be an expansion of your learning experience, and you're going to enjoy this, you're going to like this. This is so important. On one hand is to do with the security and power, but on another hand, my gorgeous babies, is to do with your spiritual expansion. This is so good because by the time we get to the 16th of November, this energy is just going to be so strong and so powerful when it comes to the expansion of your spirituality and expansion of your security and power, because the balance is just going to be absolutely mind-blowing. It's going to be literally perfect. on the 16th of November, you know, it is just determination that you are going to have. The certain option is going to unfold here, and there's the beautiful determination you're actually going to have. And somebody is going to give you a certain idea. There is an idea that you're going to get from somebody, and somebody is going to inspire you so much like there is no tomorrow. And this is going to be an important moment in time, because it's going to help you to put your mind away, to put your mind to rest with a certain overburdened feeling and problem and stressful period of your life. But on another hand, you will be able to come up with a certain conclusion when it comes to the certain stress and certain stage that was just giving you so much stress when it comes to your life. Absolutely brilliant, brilliant, brilliant indeed. Okay, I highly suggest you to get something like a red cornelian. You see this beautiful, beautiful cornelian, a cornelian necklace. It's absolutely beautiful. It's remarkable. It makes us feel so good. It helps us a lot with communication, and it helps us a lot to say right things, to do right things, you see, because a lot is going to be happening in your life when it comes to November, but especially when it comes to like kind of being sharp with certain situations and certain people and saying the right things at the right time. That's what this cornelian beauty, this gorgeous, beautiful necklace can actually help you with an energy flow. And I highly suggest you to have this around you, in your pocket, around your neck. You see, like I have this, for example, you know, when you need it, that little bit of Vavavumish energy, when you need that little bit of help and you need that little bit of balance. You can buy this from my channel, of course, and the link is in the description below. And by buying things from my channel, you are also supporting my channel. Of course, I need to say this. Okay, and also 16th of November, it's going to bring you a wonderful and very important justice. You're going to hear about justice, and something is going to be very strong and enhanced when it comes to number 8. Okay, number 8 is also going to be a lucky number on this particular day. But the justice is coming. At the same time, this is going to bring you a new proper balance where you've kind of felt a little bit lost, but on another hand, you're going to get like a quite wonderful advice out of this situation as well. The third important date, my gorgeous Taurinis, is going to be on the 27th of November. The 27th of November, it's going to be brilliant, because it's going to bring you like a really swift activity and change. Something is like really going to surprise you. There is going to be a little surprise here, and something is going to happen out of the blue. Someone is going to come out of the blue, like a little phone call, little realization, little message, and you're going to realize, oh my God, I can't believe that's actually happening. So there is going to be really nice and beautiful change, swift change with a stale stage and area of your life, and that is going to immediately provide you with a certain opportunity. A very important message is also going to takes place and make sense here. And also on another hand, this is going to be highly important time when it comes to your own personal transformation. This is so good, and 27 is going to be the perfect day to do the changes in your home, around your home. This is so important because you go with this feng shui wonderful energy, and like for example, you've got a couple of candles, you just like take them, give them to someone. That's karmically you're doing something important, and then give them to someone as a gift, for example, and then you just bring like another 2 to your home. So it's like things like that, changing, exchanging, karma, spiritual journey, and all these bits and pieces. But the bottom line is just try to do the certain and necessary changes in your home, around your home environment on the 27th of November, because you will go with this powerful vibration, and that is going to reflect on you and other people around you, and it's going to be brilliant, because it's going to feel fantastic, and at the same time you're going to be getting all sorts of ideas indeed. Okay, so now basically my gorgeous Taurinis going on the very first part of November 2019. This is such a powerful and very significant moment in time, the very first part of November 2019, because it's going to happen with a certain burden, that something that happened and it was like completely like kind of like you felt like a little bit of failure, not failure, but when it comes to the certain problem, certain stage, and it's to do with the money, finances, some kind of negativity that took place, and it just became burden to you, and it just made it so much easier for you, you know, to get on with the certain things in life until you sort this out. You will want to sort this problem out because the certain burden will become evident here, but it's to do with the certain loss. Now that is just going to be so significant because you're going to realize, you know what, I'm going to start thinking about that in a slightly different way, and then something is going to happen, the little rest in between, like you will go home, you will sleep, you will go relax, you will chill out, out, and then you're gonna go and travel to some kind of very important stage, powerful stage when it comes to your astral projection and astral journey. And then you're gonna kind of realize something very important, and also you're gonna make an important decision out of the indecisive situation, and that is going to be the moment when you're gonna have a really beautiful awakening indeed. This is so important because somebody's dishonesty, it's also going to become evident here, but it's nothing that you were kind of like surprised about, or nothing that you are surprised about, and nothing that you're like going to be like kind of like here for the first time or think about for the first time. It is just going to be even more important to you that it is going to be an important moment in time when you're going to about to move on. You will move on with your life, you know, towards the right direction, but it's all about the moderation. Also, you will have the opportunity to see, unfortunately, somebody's like unfortunate situation, something is going to like kind of go negative in people's lives around you. Don't get me wrong, not completely negative, but a little bit of like a conflict someone is going to have with somebody, and you're not going to like it, but it's just going to kind of make your mind to think. It's going to expand your way of thinking, and that in itself is just going to make you realize some kind of option that is just going to become available to you, but you wouldn't kind of realize this if you didn't kind of think about life and the certain situations in life in a certain way. But you wouldn't think like that if you didn't come across this particular situation. So this is why this is so important to your karma, because it's going to lead to what you're thinking in a certain way, and that it's going to be a financial opportunity out of the situation where you thought that there was a lack of direction, out of the situation where you thought that it came to an end, out of the situation in your life that you thought that it's not going to change. Now this is going to surprise you like really nicely and vavavumishly surprise indeed, because that's exactly how you're going to feel. You're going to feel like, ooh la la, I knew it. But it's like to do with like a financial opportunity. That's the bottom line, to do with something that you like doing, but it's just like an expansion of what you're doing right now. So it's to do with a certain skill, but most certainly by the time you get to the second part of November, this is all going to be about a certain competition that you are going to be part of. Very important, very important. Any kind of competition that you could be part of, or any kind of competition, you should just go for it, because you're going to do quite well throughout of November indeed. But this in itself, a competition, you're going to do quite well, and in most certainly you will get a certain strength and power through that. And then what is going to happen, something that you long time ago you maybe jumped into conclusions and you were hoping for something to happen, like when it comes to finances and when it comes to new option, when it comes to security and a certain balance, and maybe you took a slightly wrong direction, maybe you took a slightly wrong turn and you had to wait a little bit longer. The bottom line is there is something going to happen really good in the mid-November, something that it's to do with your big wish that is going to come through, big wish that is going to come forward. It's so much to do with your rebirth, with your regeneration, with your transition, with your actual transformation, but most certainly it's just so going to be to do with a certain suspension. You're going to need to change something, okay? And you're going to need to be very brave, because you're going to come across something that is unknown to you. There is a little fear of unknown that you are going to have when it comes to the certain sacrifice. You will know you need to give that, you need to do that, you need to edit that, you need to readjust that in order to get there. So that's why this is going to be an important moment in time for you to remember. Do not have a fear of unknown, because you're going to do really well, you're going to do really great, you're going to make an important decision that is going to change your life literally, and it's to do with your luxury culmination. And most certainly you are going to have like a reason to celebrate. Big problem coming to an end, fantastic conclusion. And it's not only that, the whole new inspiration and artistic energy, it's coming through, absolutely brilliant, which is at the same time it's going to help you to achieve a lot. The third part of November, it's going to start with a certain challenge. Now that challenge is also going to test you. That challenge needs to happen at around the end of November. This is going to be the final boom, which is going to be absolutely brilliant. All you need to remember that you've got more that you need in order to move on. You've got more resources than you need in order to do what you need to do. That's all you need to remember, my gorgeous Taurinis. Do not lose your hope. Do not lose your energy. Do not lose your optimism. Do not lose your power, my babies, my bambinis and my bambinos. I love you to bits. This is going to be huge, and that is going to be amazing, because it's connected to the certain lost opportunity you had some time ago. You thought, oh no, that came to an end. Oh no, baby, no. no. This has just been waiting all this time for the right moment to come up to the surface and say, hello, my gorgeous Taurinis, hello. It is going to be an amazing moment in time you will have, and it's a lot to do with the joy, family, happiness, and the lost opportunity now is going to come back, slap you beautifully, spiritually in the face and tell you, I'm here, my baby, I'm here. Now I'm prosperous, instead of being a lost opportunity. So the lost opportunity is going to bounce back, and it's going to give you one more time the opportunity to enjoy the actual prosperity and happiness and the joy and family. This is going to lead towards a really nice and big change where you're going to feel really happy about yourself, and people in your family are going to feel happy about you. And this is going to be a real homecoming time, because there is a big problem that is connected to the whole family. It's also coming to an end, and it's to do with a certain finances, financial situation, and maybe that taking into consideration with something else. There was certain, it's like a complex situation. It's coming to an end, which is brilliant, and most certainly joyful time, and most certainly your homecoming time as well. It is the recognition that you will have, recognition, and you're gonna like it. Somebody else is gonna recognize you who you want to be recognized by, because this energy is gonna be so strong, and that in itself is gonna be amazing, and it's gonna make you feel so good about yourself. It's gonna give you lots of energy, accomplishment, power, very beautiful feeling. But even more importantly, it's going to bring you wonderful sense of wonderful feeling of recognition, accomplishment, power, and that in itself is going to bring you to whole new inspiration and potential, and that is going to lead towards a very, very interesting and surprising opportunity at the end of the month, and you are most certainly gonna love it. Another thing I was going to recommend you, it's also very, very important to go with this energy flow, with this powerful vibration, and just make sure that you smudge your home, make sure that you smudge your environment, close all the windows, like how I always say, like take a little salsa, put underneath because it's quite messy, burn this, yeah, and then you go around, you just go into every single room, just make sure it's smoked, like really nicely, and then at the same time you're cleansing yourself as well, and at the end you just open all the windows, and as the smoke goes out, the negative energy is going away, and also at the same time you're like cleansing yourself. I highly suggest you to get this as well, and you can buy this from my store. The link is in the description, and by buying things from my channel, you're also supporting my channel as well, my gorgeous Taurinis. Okay, so now I'm just going to connect to those of you who are actually in relationship. This is an amazing month. You know why? Because oh gosh, you see, this is how things are going to be happening for you, and it's going to be incredible, because it is just few things are going to happen, few things are going to manifest, few things are going to kind of change you at the same time, and they are going to become an integral part of your spiritual journey, because they're going to give you and show you and provide you with a completely different picture, and that in itself is going to kind of surprise as well. But this is all part of what I just said so far. An amazing month when it comes to the actual couples, because there is a great accomplishment that you're going to have. Okay, I just want to make sure that it's not too blurry. You see, there is a great accomplishment that you're going to have as a couple. It's absolutely mind-blowing. But your partner has just kind of been doing really great. Your partner's been focusing in the right way, doing the right thing. So now this is all going to come back. This is all going to bounce back really, really beautifully. Your partner was very clever many times, when maybe it just looked like, oh no, just it's the end or something, but your partner just stayed committed to the task at hand, and now this is the time of reward. Your partner did stay committed to the task at hand, so now this is the time of reward indeed, and it's all about the perfection, recognition, honor, and this month is actually going to lead towards an amazing change, and this is all down to your rewards, from hard work and admiration from others. And it's not only about your partner, but it's you both, what you were doing and making and doing. Now this is going to be like a really beautiful reward, and some kind of option. It's going to be become very, very delicious for both of you, and you're going to like it, because it's just going to bring you so much motivation to both of you indeed. For those of you who are actually single and ready to mingy it, my gorgeous Taurinis, it's like strange in the night, da 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 da, na 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 na, na 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 na, na 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 na, na 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 na, stranger in the night, There is going to be some kind of brave situation going on. There is some kind of situation going to arise, and this is nothing to do with anything to do with love just yet, but there's going to be in a moment when the very, very unusual situation is going to arise, and it's going to be like part of your test, and you're going to feel tested, and you're going to need to kind of respond in a certain way. And this is on one side, on one hand, going to be your greatest awakening, my lord, indeed, because you're about to rediscover something about yourself. On another hand, a really great expansion is going to happen at the same time. And then on a third hand, if I can say it like that, this is going to be the situation where you're going to be kind of tested when it comes to your bravery and capacity. And this is going to be brilliant because you're going to like it, and you're going to find out something very specific and very particular about yourself. And there is at the same time something is going to be offered to you, and you're going to like it. And at the same time, that is going to kind of help you with few different problems. And at the same time, you're going to kind of have like a little celebration with the people in your life, or you will like plan a certain celebration, and that is going to be the moment in time when someone very special is going to enter your life. Somebody very special and somebody very particular is about to enter your life. You're going to be kind of busy throughout this month when it comes to meeting new people, when it comes to enjoying yourself and all these things. But most certainly at the moment when you least expect it, and it's going to happen at around the time when you go through this bravery, when you realize this certain capacity, when there is a certain like a kind of like a party you will plan, or like a some kind of celebration you will plan, or you will be at the celebration. All these things are going to be taken into consideration, and this is going to be the moment in time when you're going to find yourself being outside, surrounded by the people, and there is someone very special that is going to come through. There is someone very special that is going to come forward. Somebody very different, somebody very deep, somebody very spiritual, somebody very successful, and somebody very powerful, and you're gonna absolutely love them indeed. Okay, my gorgeous Taurinis, thank you ever so much for watching my videos. I love every single one of you. Okay, I'm sending you lots of healing, brightest blessings, love and light. Okay, my gorgeous Taurinis, thank you ever so much for watching my videos. Sasha Bonasin, Psychic Medium. Love you. Bye.